It says it's still just standing by. So the chat's up right here. And yeah, when it starts playing, I'll just mute it. Okay, now it says live. We can do the same stuff.
right, welcome. We got myself and Jake here commentating. It looks like we've got Prism versus Starvo. Did you see who got that? Jake, did you see who won the die roll? Was setting up my camera.
Can you hear me, Trion?
Yeah, I can hear you. Can you hear me? How about now?
Yeah, I can hear you.
All right.
I was hearing some real strange noises. I don't know what that was, but
Technical difficulties. All right, did you happen to catch who won the die roll there?
Looks like T rolled a 9, I think, and Julian rolled a 7, I think. So
I think it's safe to say Starvo will go first.
Yeah, didn't we think that he was going to have to play Starvo today?
There was a good chance. I mean,
yeah.
But
and
I think the matchup's okay. So.
Did T end up being the player from their team that's going to have to play against 2 of our players this week?
Yeah, he was randomly chosen.
Gotcha. And so the way that works, right, they have to choose a different hero. He can't just play Starvo twice. Is that correct?
Correct. So the player that they would sub him in for would have chosen a character, and he would play that character.
Perfect. So got some riveting sideboarding action going on. Looks like T's ready. And now Julian shuffling. Pretty excited.
I am pretty excited as well. So yeah, we've got the Michael Hamilton build here with the Stalagmite present, which is very interesting. A lot of times you see Rampart. I do think Stalagmite is better in this matchup. We get a Starvo activation off the start.
Yeah, especially if Julian gets a strong board state, right, with lots of auras he could swing in with, you might be able to just shut those down if they're, you know, if he can't come over and pay for that extra frostbite that generates.
Yeah. So it looks like we have a blue evergreen coming in. Is that coming in for 7? Oh, a soul shield.
Nice.
I might be on the more non-defensive side. I think I would have just taken the damage there and put that soul shield in my arsenal next turn. Not saying it's a bad play to defend your life total at this point, but we do see an Ode to Wrath there that could have been dropped on turn 0.
Yeah, that's a good point.
It looks like he passed with an action point up, so Julian's not going to try to play anything. He draws up. He does not forget to tick up the tunic.
Off to a great start.
My OCD wants to turn his life total there. I can't.
Yeah, just get it lined up, right? Okay, drops a Pierce.
To me, that might be indicating that he has an unmovable in hand. That he wants to arsenal.
Got a crown activation here. Yep.
So maybe that's why he chose to get rid of the soul shield.
That
Also
would make
having-
sense. Yeah.
Also, having a card in soul at the start of your first turn is not bad. All right, so he's free to flash in an aura. So let's see if he's got something good to flash in.
Something, yeah.
This could also have been a bait. He could have blink in hand.
That's a good point. Yeah.
All right, so
Did you happen to see what he pitched for that hammer swing?
I didn't. Maybe chat could let us know.
Yeah, I just want to see if there's a lot of thought going into, setting up for later with that. But since you've played a lot, I'm sure you've played a lot, Starvo. Do you make it to second cycle with? Does your Starvo opponent typically make it to second cycle in this matchup?
Not always, no. Chat's saying they can't hear you.
Yeah, I'm not sure. Let me see.
Chat's saying it was Heaven's Claw. All right, so we got a Merciful out.
So I just did a...
Chat, can you hear Jake now? All right. They say I can hear Jake.
Oh, okay, cool. Because I just checked the YouTube live stream to see if I could hear myself, and I could. So okay. They sound honestly, our volume levels sounded pretty good to me when I just checked. So hopefully that stays the case.
Hopefully. Well, it's our first time casting together. We literally got together just before the stream.
I dug a microphone out of my closet just for this. Oh man.
All right, so it looks like a yellow Autumn's Touch. And unfortunately, I missed to see if he was Starvo activated, but I'm guessing he is.
Yep, same here. Just looking at that microphone situation.
Yeah, Ben, I can see the chat.
Okay. Sitting on a sync blown arsenal. Okay, so yeah. Got the go again. Cleared up the aura.
There you guys go. Gotcha, Gozer. Thanks, TK. Alrighty, so we're at Tunic 3. Both sides. See if what Julian's got to play here. This looks promising.
Yep.
Gonna pitch a blue, play an aura. Blue War Tune. Terrible. Terrible seems good here.
Yep. We have not seen him play 2 auras in 1 turn yet, though, right? I feel like he's pretty much just been able to drop 1, and then it gets pretty handily cleaned up.
Yeah, we'll see. He might have the double aura turn finally.
Mm-hmm.
He is creating a spectral shield. Very well could be a blue aura in his hand that he's getting ready to play. Of course, if he does that, he won't have an arsenal. If he does go to arsenal, you would like to think, oh, there you go. We have a shimmers.
There we go. Yep.
I was gonna say, if he does put it in arsenal, then you would have to assume it's another yellow aura at that point.
Those are some good auras to have out too.
Oh, lead the charge. Well, an Okanol just ate the parable. That's good.
Yep. That could be worse.
Yeah, I'm not sure if this is the Michael Hamilton list that runs the Pulsive Candlehold. I'm assuming it does. I'm not sure if all Starvos run it still. But the important part is he does still have a spectral shield. He can still threaten some things. Not big things yet, but if he can build up the auras again and he doesn't have a way to deal with two of them, that would be great.
Yeah, it seems like any time that Starvo's turn ends and there's still some agency on the Prism side, that's good. Like anytime there's something left over, that's where we want to be. We just want to see that constantly grow, right?
Oh yeah, definitely. So he pitches the pulverized to crown. We're getting a bigger aura. Gives it go again. Important to note.
Mm-hmm.
And if his next card is also a blue aura, that would be awesome. Oh, and it is.
Yeah,
it's a passing mirage.
Let's go.
We have passing mirage. We have parable. Not the strongest auras in the deck, but the more auras you get out, the more you can pressure.
Right.
So it is important to note that he does still have his time skippers. T does.
Mm-hmm.
He just pitched a flash though, so he could have threatened damage here, which would have threatened the spectral shield. Blink in hand.
Here we go. Yep.
He's doing a very good job of taking care of every position that Jules has given him.
Yep.
It is quite interesting to see the evolution of Starvo from this super aggro build to a more controlling deck that still has the big threats to hit you with.
Yeah, very much so. Like a Guardian who can swing big but also get go again and have multiple action points. It's no wonder he's so strong right now.
And both players are battling it out. One life difference in this game.
Yeah.
Yeah, chat's pointing out that they hope that Julian's running Prismatic Shield, as it helps you run away with the game once you establish the board control. I think that would be definitely be a card I'd be playing. I didn't take a look at Jules' list before the game, so I think he's a big fan of Prismatic Shield as well, so. Alright, so we're pitching the Herald of Triumph, guaranteeing go again. Is he looking for another pitch? Or is he just going to create a Spectral Shield here?
All right.
Passing Mirage, he either has the defense reaction or a yellow aura he's putting into the arsenal. We get a Channel Lake.
Plays the channel.
Channel Lake Frigid is definitely something Prism doesn't like to see. It's not something she can't play around. It's just, it makes your hands a little clunky. So the Passing Mirage has passed.
Yeah. Staying right on top of those auras every time they come out. They immediately get killed.
I want to say that it probably is a defense reaction for Jules in the arsenal since he didn't play anything out there. Maybe the channel shut down his action or his resource economy there.
And we're in the tank.
Yeah, he might be trying to decide which aura he wants to get out of his hand, or if he wants to risk a Herald attack here. I don't think it's a good time for a Herald attack, but sometimes that's the hand you're given.
Okay, so when would you want to start thinking about just slinging heralds?
When they would threaten an actual like equip block, so like a Herald of Erudition early isn't terrible if you can strip equipment.
Because you're threatening the double card draw off that, correct?
Yeah, I think he is setting up a yellow or to play though. He just played Haze Bending. That was his turn.
So he's not running the exact Michael list because he's got an Awakening in his pitch zone right now.
Yeah, we might be seeing something more akin to a Matt Rogers or a Tarek Patel deck. Also, Volt Haven, Icy Encounter. Trying to keep that channel alive.
Yeah, that'll do it.
Haze Bending goes away, but the important thing is we have 3 Spectral Shields now. Oh, come on, don't miss the trigger. I think Julian just missed the Haze Bending trigger.
Yep, that's a bummer. That could be really nice to have right now.
Yeah, he sure did.
Yep. Yep, it's definitely easy to miss some triggers and things when you're when you know there's a lot of folks watching. I definitely felt that last week.
Yeah, I did as well in the mirror with Calvin. Man, I fell behind.
Mm-hmm.
That was one of the things when I was talking to Jules earlier. He was like, man, I'm actually a little nervous, you know?
Yeah. Yeah, I told a lot of folks that I was really nervous going into my first game last week. Fortunately, my opponent was really fun to play with. Noah from the Bagel TCG YouTube channel. So it really took the edge off, and it was really easy to just think like, oh, this is just another like fun testing game, you know, with a fun opponent.
Yeah, absolutely. I had fun as well. So we got a Starvo activation here from T.
This is the second or third activation he's gotten, I think.
The Spinal Crush.
Ooh. That's a good one.
Here we're going to get a unmovable from Arsenal, maybe? That little red hand went straight to Arsenal.
It sure did.
Paying 4 for unmovable does not feel good, though.
Yes. Yeah, no kidding.
But Tunic is up. If he has a blue, he could Tunic for it. And that would feel better than losing a card, I think.
How would that work if he... You'd have
Oh
to pay
man,
one
never
back.
mind. He has to pay 2 to use Tunic.
Yeah, I was going to
pay
say,
1 to
that
use
would pop
Tunic.
a frostbite, but the channel's just going to make everything cold.
Yeah. That channel tax is real.
Yep, he's crunching some numbers, I'm sure.
I caught on, guys. I think I was just a little bit behind there.
Yeah, there's like a bit of a delay between what we're saying and seeing and the YouTube. So, yeah, I noticed that when I was checking the audio.
So far the good news is there's only 1 ice card in Tee's pitch. So the channel tax might be gone here. So he's pitching a blue. He's going to have to pitch a yellow here.
Right.
Oh, it's a sink below.
Okay.
That's 7 of the 11.
Yeah.
8, 9 with the spectral shields.
That should get him there, but
So he sinks. Does he? Nope. He's going to take the damage here. So he loses
2, right?
go again. Yeah, I think so. So he's going to lose go again next turn,
It's
right?
crush effect though,
crush?
right? So if he only took
Nice.
2, he should be fine.
I know. Ben's probably screaming, read the card, Julian.
He's like, oh, that's funny.
You're not wrong, Ben. I should read the card.
Read the card.
All right, so we're back to T's turn. Another activation.
Another activation. Okay. Yeah, the cadence of these activations definitely makes this feel like it's a lot more of an aggressive Starvo build than a control Starvo build. And coming in with a crippling after a Starvoed Spinal.
Yeah, we'll see how Julian deals with this. For me, after I know the opponent has Awakening, I think I'm okay with taking the 11 if I can play my hand out with auras.
Okay, that's an interesting take.
Because really the effect of Crippling Crush is a lot scarier than that 11 damage. Or actually, what, 13 damage at this point?
Yeah, 13 with the pump from Starvo.
There's a sink. Bury a card you don't want to discard?
Yeah.
Or maybe he has unmovable in Arsenal. I don't know. I don't know if Julian is on red unmovable.
Shield, right?
Yeah, look at this. You're correct. We've only seen 1 soul shield. He wants to keep the haze bending. So this is telling me that maybe he knows. Yeah,
okay.
Red unmovable.
Got it up to 12 here. That's nice.
So
Yep, followed up by Icy Hammer here.
the Frosty Boy. Alright, so it was nice that he got to preserve his life, and he will get a 0 cost aura out next turn. No, he won't. Not if he gets a frostbite.
Frostbite. There's no way around that with one card, unfortunately.
But I think I'm okay arsenaling a haze bending here.
Okay. Yep, he took it. Probably just gonna arsenal this.
Yep.
Like you said, it's probably a blue aura.
Yep, arsenal pass.
So let's see if we get the three-peat on this Starfire activation. I hope not. For Julian's
Here it
sake.
comes.
Oh, here comes the 3. All right. Oaken Old. Please no. Okay. We're just getting an Autumn's Touch. Much better. Much better.
Yeah, at some point, Julian's gonna have to get the hand, right? Like, that he just soaks the damage and plays out auras?
I would imagine so. Like, can't just stay on the back foot forever and hope to win. He's looking at that arsenal. I mean, there's a chance it is another D-react, I guess, but yeah, we'll see.
Yeah, and we'll see if T gets greedy and tries to punish him with another frostbite token. I don't think T will do that. I think he'll keep his hammer swing if this Autumn's Touch connects in any way. So the flashing out of an aura is probably not viable yet.
Yeah. But that's one of the interesting questions you have to ask yourself in playing against Prism is, okay, I actually played against Julian yesterday, and I could have come in and threatened 2 damage, just 2 physical with the Rosetta swing, and it was like, you know what? With the way he's held on to these cards, I think there's a good chance he might drop an aura at the end, like a Genesis or something at the end of my turn. And, just that mind game preserved him 2 health if he didn't even have an aura 2 drop, because I just passed priority, passed right back. And I was like, well, should have swung, I guess.
All right, so
yeah.
he does take the damage here. I think T is going to think twice about swinging with the hammer. He does. Maybe, yeah, it wouldn't really matter what he had in his hand. So yeah, if Julian has a Genesis here, this could be a really solid play. Even a Merciful here that will punish T for giving him a Frostbite would be good.
What's the resource cost on a Genesis?
4.
Okay.
It's a parable. That's their 3rd parable.
Yep.
He used the Tunic resource along with that. I think T was...
Yep, he cleared that out.
Ben saying he could have Blink and Lightning Surge for the big punish.
Yeah, that's a good point. Julian coming in with 2 cards in hand.
Picking up the Tunic like a champ.
No, it was a blue aura, just like you suspected.
And he probably arsenaled another blue aura. So at least Haze Bending is out now to get some value off the parable if it gets popped, but I think Haze Bending is actually the target here.
Yep, just gotta
Second
remember
Awakening
that
being pitched. He's hitting Haze Bending.
Yep. I hope he remembers the trigger this time.
It doesn't look like he's going to remember the trigger this time.
It's unfortunate.
So there's the blink and the hammer.
Okay,
oh, he did get it.
Let's go.
And there's the
Okay.
Genesis.
Drops the Genesis.
Sometimes it just feels so risky. Hopefully he does have a blue aura and arsenal, because I think he's going to Genesis trigger here. He's going to put a card in soul and draw a card. Also get a spectral shield. He's hoping to see a yellow.
Okay. Just to turn everything on and be able to swing.
Yep.
Create another spectral shield by clearing out the soul and then swing for 4.
Yep.
Nice.
And then drop another aura that starts signaling to Starvo that he's got to get rid of the auras. It really feels good as a prism when you have spectral shields and 2 auras on the board, because you know you're going to have something to swing back with. Well, it must not have been a blue aura in Arsenal.
And we got another activation here for Starvo.
Goodbye, Genesis. And maybe goodbye, spectral shields. We'll see.
I wonder how many. We've seen 2 blinks played, I believe, and 1 blue lead the charge. Seems like there's still quite a few cards that could give Starvo action points, which is kind of scary.
And he still has time skippers too. I mean, if
and that's
Julian
still...
flashes out an ALS, he has a way to deal with it immediately. So.
So he activated Starvo, activated Crown. Okay, another crippling. 13 dominate.
Be interesting to see how Julian can deal with this. I think he's starting to run out of some of his key defense reactions. So we've seen 2 Sink Belows go, correct? And 1 Immovable, 1 Soul Shield.
That sounds right. I was thinking maybe he'd played 2 Unmovables, but the more I think about it, I can only remember 1.
Maybe it was 2. Be nice to be able to look at their...
Yeah, just go search. Okay, throwing some equipment. Gonna have to pitch for that. Ironhide. God has a blue out there. You think he'll create?
I'm thinking it's an Unmovable. Oh, he's in... Oh, he was asking him what the pitch was for, I guess?
Well, he's got a pitch for the Ironhide, right?
Yeah, he's got a pitch, 1 resource for Ironhide. Maybe he's realizing he would still have to pitch 2 cards, so he probably doesn't want to have like 1 floating if he's trying to Unmovable. Really thinking about this block. He knows his whole board's in jeopardy here, so.
Pretty important decisions he's got to make here. I wonder what he's pointing at there. The This might be an intimidation play here, just trying to show him all the threats he has.
It would be interesting to hear what they're talking about right now. All right, check in with chat. Chat's gone kind of quiet.
Gloves are coming back out.
All right,
We've got
looks like he. There's
and
a soul shield.
So that's at 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Take one. Yep. And then pops the Genesis, so clears the board out. But Julian will preserve 3 cards to play, hopefully this turn.
Would be a good play a prismatic shield with a yellow pitching with tunic, so they all 3 have go again.
Yep, that would be nice.
And then play a blue aura.
I don't think we've seen any.
Oh, miraging coming in, 1 floating. It just kind of stinks though, because the only thing he could copy is a spectral shield if he made one, which he does threaten with tunic and the 1 resource floating. So she's probably gonna choose to pop here. Yep. So
Yep,
red
seems
evergreen
reasonable.
popping metamorph. Now Julian has to decide. Looks like he's gonna do it.
He'd still end up with a card
Nope,
arsenal.
he used that resource on the footsteps.
Oh, okay.
And then red Wartune Herald. That's
all right.
Pop them both, but 2 big threats, 2 red threats out of T's hand. That's pretty good trade.
Yep, that's not bad. Probably just gonna see an Icy Hammer back here, and I don't know, maybe
yeah, an Arsenal.
Maybe Julian can start picking up speed here. I feel like he's done a great job of defending those 2 cripplings and still being able to do something on his turn. I kind of missed that. It looked like he grabbed a shield token and then just Arsenal passed.
Not sure what happened there.
He definitely just Arsenal passed.
Does that read to you that maybe he has a pulse in hand?
You know, I'm honestly not sure. Not sure what. Not familiar enough with Starvo tactics. Oh, okay. TK said he grabbed it out of the graveyard.
Ah.
Yep, and then Ben asked 0 Odes and 0 Prismatics from Julian so far, which I believe. I haven't seen any Prismatics.
I think we saw a Prismatic pitched.
Oh, did we? Okay. So he's running them if we saw that. And yeah, maybe that's going to set up for a nice in-game state for Julian. Especially as we see more and more of these big, scary Starvo threats go into the graveyard.
Alright, so he's just played out of Shimmers for his turn.
Okay, so he drops the shimmers. We get a crown activation, and then we get Arsenal Pass here. Okay. Interesting.
Yeah, so I don't think we're going to get back to that prismatic, not at this pace. Here comes the flash. We're going to see some damage being pressured onto Julian, and then he's going to lose his shimmer.
Yep, so 7 go again here. Didn't have an Arsenal card, obviously.
Really surprised he didn't have a Starvo activation there, but with Flash, he kind of gets the benefit anyway.
I'm sure Starvo runs plenty of ice cards, but he did pitch quite a few early, keeping that channel out for 2 turns. The channel itself being an ice card.
Yeah, and then there was a turn where he pitched like Blue Shock Strider and then 2 ice cards, and that wasn't even on a channel either.
So. Right, yeah, that was that crippling turn, I believe.
Yeah. All right, does Julian flash out another target? Like, I feel like keeping an aura on the board is key here.
Yeah, what would be the benefit of him, I guess, flashing out an aura in the middle of this attack as opposed to...
Well, I would assume that he's going to try to block what he can. And then on the hammer attack into shimmers, maybe flash one out.
Yeah, once he knows that, or, assumes there's no other sources, go again, no more action point generation, he can just hopefully drop a Genesis or something.
Right, so I'm thinking like block with 1 card from hand. Maybe it's Sink Below in Arsenal. Hard to speculate.
I saw the red hand go towards that minus button on the left. So, yeah. Turn into a bit of a nail biter here for Julian.
Yeah, we haven't seen an ALS yet. I don't think I've even seen one pitched. Maybe that is the right call, chat. Take the damage, ALS, create a counter, make shimmers bigger next turn. He is taking it. He must have gas in his hand.
Yep, and then he just swings, pops these shimmers. Waiting to see if Julian's got any responses at the end of this turn.
Looks like he's holding the priority here. I play ALS against Starvo, but I like to play it in my turn.
Okay.
All right, so I'm guessing this is a double aura turn. It's going to be a yellow aura and a blue aura. Maybe even that prismatic. There we go,
okay,
prismatic shield.
Go. Feels nice. Gets 3 shields on the board. Swings 1. I think he's going to create a... Yeah, here we go. That's what we want to see.
He has to get another aura out this turn, though. Otherwise, the spectrals are a little bit harder to protect.
Right.
Maybe a merciful even would be really an interesting play.
Crown eats up 1 of the damage. He's taking the
There's
rest. And
another
he drops a
shimmer.
shimmers. Okay. Nice. That feels good. There's quite a bit of a health disparity here, but that was good.
Prism can really hold on when she wants to, but I don't think she holds on as well as a Guardian.
Yeah. Yeah. And 9 health doesn't seem like much when they can 13 dominate you.
We're not wrong.
And we get another channel out.
I think we've cycled now. I think that's the channel in the winner's bite we saw before. But
Yeah,
this is actually pretty fortunate for Julian.
He's got 39. Tee's got 39 cards in deck.
Right.
Looking at 31.
The crown definitely does some work. So.
Yeah, speeds things along. We are looking at a full grip with 4 shields on board, so that feels nice.
And 2 didn't counter on 3.
Yep.
We have 1 card in soul? I can't tell.
I think it is.
So we start with a red war tune.
Yeah, just 1 in soul.
We can assume this is going to get... I don't know what's going to happen. Well, he's going to crown. I think he's finding his grip of all ice cards from the channel turns before. The nice thing about the low life on Julian's side is those awakenings are just kind of dead cards. And if he can't go awaken, he can't shuffle to get the mixture right in his deck again.
Those awakenings are going to feel like dead weight right now. He pitched one pretty early.
Oh, yeah. So he's got to be trying to decide if he wants to spend another big attack to pop this, knowing that Julian's got Julian doesn't have 1 floating, because we have channel. I can't forget about channel.
Yeah, that's a great point. I had already forgotten about it. So he gets the 1 prevention there, blocks.
So there's that other channel. There's the Heaven's Claws.
Blocks 7 on that.
All right, so now we have the resources to pay for these attacks. That seems pretty good.
But paying 1 for 1 attack, ugh. That's pretty rough. But it's gonna chip through, it looks like.
Maybe he has a blue aura. That's why he went to Arsenal. No.
He still has the 1 floating though, right?
He did. Kind of surprised. Maybe I don't know if he attacked with it.
Yeah, maybe maybe he ticked down health, didn't notice or something, but it definitely just seemed like he stopped when he still could have swung at least 1 more shield. Looks like we just get the Arsenal pass from Starvo.
Let's see if Julian can keep up the pressure. He's definitely taken down T's life total.
Yes.
I think T's pitch in the beginning of the game is starting to come back and really kind of hold his deck back a little bit. Julian's got to punish it, though. The channel's no longer there. So...
He blocked with 1, played 2, so channel's no longer a threat. Julian's sitting with a healthy 30 cards in deck.
T's down to 35. That's pretty good. At the beginning of the race, it was a little lopsided.
Mm-hmm.
Not that Starvo's going to fatigue out, but Starvo definitely can run out of threats.
Yeah.
Julian's got to be thinking like, okay, it's time for me to take over this game. What's my plays?
Yeah, and he fortunately keeps ending up with these 5-card hands to think about.
Oh, absolutely.
All right.
Miraging coming in. Go again. One floating. So if he pops it, he can use that.
Yep, and that's
if
nice.
he doesn't pop it, he could use that and Tunic to get a Spectral Shield, but I don't think that's the right call if that's the only card in Soul. I want to say there's a Soul Shield under there still. No, it looks to be over in the Banish. So the defense react, the Pulse of Eisenloft comes down, blocking out 6, using equipment to block 7. Does that kill Crown? Oh,
yeah,
he's
that
just
absorbs the 1 from.
Oh, okay. He's just representing that. I was like, what is going on there?
Yep, he's been doing that to show the damage absorption. That's nice. It's
definitely catching up. So here's a Spectral Shield. I'm kind of afraid that might be a bad play there because we might need the go again later. We are starting to run out of 1 cost things to play for blue or yellow.
Just a hammer for 4. No frostbite. Do you block out here to preserve your shields, Trion?
Yeah, absolutely. Ideally, he would have had
still online, so he could, and he's got footsteps. He could conceivably just lose 1 card if he blocks with a 3.
Yeah, we got Skullcap that we can block with. I think that's the play here. Skullcap's not going to help us against a big attack.
Yeah, I feel like anything you can do to keep the pedal down right now, it's going to be worth it.
Yeah, TK pointed out that he could have Soul Shield and Arsenal. That might not be a bad play here because then he gets target to pitch a yellow 2 with Prism's ability. Therefore, given his 5 Spectral Shields go again and making them 6. Sink Blow would block out. I don't think we have it here. I think we only have 1 left in the deck. He might have it.
Yep, he goes for the Skullcap and a 3 block. Seems good.
All right, so hopefully we have a 1 cost in hand. Or a Prismatic Shield and a yellow. That would be an amazing play here.
Yes, it would.
There's the yellow.
Which is the Genesis and a blue. Okay.
Oh, to Wrath. Here we go with go again. Everything is worth 2. That's a big play, Julian.
Swings
well played.
In. So this is what, 10 damage on board right now?
12. We have 5 Spectral Shields and an Ode. They all get to attack.
Oh yeah, of course. I wasn't counting the Ode.
And wouldn't it be great if we had a red Wartune Herald in Soul or in Banish? Ugh. Arsenal. I'll get one of these zones right.
One of the zones. Okay, so he crowned out the first.
I think you got to start looking at Stalagmite here, but we do have the resource floating to pay for the Frostbite.
Yeah, and it's fortunate that Tunic's online too to kind of help combat.
Yeah, we haven't seen a Blizzard. I think he's running Awakening instead of Blizzard, maybe?
Okay, throws the
Greater Fist.
Yep. Okay. Picking up the shield. Getting ready to throw it. Maybe not. Spends the extra. Gets him down to 10.
8.
8. Feels nice. Good job, Julian. But we are staring down the barrel of a 5-card Starvo hand, so we'll see.
Oh, we're seeing
No
a flash.
activation,
All right.
no fuse. So we're just looking at 7 go again.
And we know we're going to lose our ode.
This would be
a great merciful play.
Yeah. I'm thinking Soul Shield? No,
Ooh.
Immovable. Yes. So good.
We're going to lose 1 Spectral Shield.
No, that was just 8. He blocked it out. Sorry.
Oh, it was naked.
Was a 7
yeah.
Yeah, naked.
Very
No
well
fuse or
played,
anything.
Julian. All right. Well, unless he has a prismatic again. Don't know. Unless he could aura here. He could aura. Just trying to think how he gets go again.
Right. Shields are back to normal power.
Oh.
That would be
Another,
now they're back up.
all 3 odes in 2 hands. That's insanity.
Wow.
Oh, this is a big turn. Julian's hanging on like a champ.
Yep.
I think he's pulling ahead here. Hopefully he knows he can remove his tunic before the block. Yep, 1
yes,
floating.
There you go. Well played. I don't think he has a floating resource. Yeah, there we go.
I mean, technically, he would have had a floating resource for a second there. But yeah.
Right. Yeah. Threatening 2 damage here. Backing it up with another 6. Just enough if T decides to not block. This has been a very exciting game.
And we still have the ode to attack with.
Mm-hmm.
This has been a very exciting game. Been like a teeter-totter tennis match of doom.
Yeah, it's a good description.
Ooh.
Yep.
We start blocking with cards from hand.
Ooh.
It's not good.
Goes down to 2. Awakening. Okay. I mean, that seems right. He did pitch 1 pretty early.
But it's not fused, so he can go get...
I mean...
a Guardian attack?
Okay.
Does he have any Guardian attacks left?
I feel like he's probably got another Spinal Crush, maybe.
He had a Pulverize.
Yeah, he grabbed the Spinal Crush. Okay.
That he pitched early, yeah.
That seems like a good target for that. But that's okay. I have a feeling
Right, but he has to kill... He has to kill the ode, right? Like...
With him being at 2 health, yeah, I don't know how he gets around that.
The ode has to die. I think...
So
time
pitches
skippers.
to the yeah, time skippers.
All right, we just got to block
Just the
out
right
here,
number
Julian.
of Seismics.
Oh! You still got to live, though, Julian.
Yep.
You still got to block.
He's got... Does he have floating resources for footsteps? He can throw the tunic.
Oh, we just got disconnected. Are you still in the game?
I am. Nope. I'm out now.
Oh no. I think we know how that's gonna end, folks.
I am worried that they're all They all got kicked. Okay, I'm gonna check. Ah, that's a bummer. It says that Julian is in the menus of TTS right now, so I assume we all got kicked.
I'm wondering if T just quit. Like, I hope not. I hope they were.
There's no way there's a rage quit on stream. That would be that would be too much.
Alrighty, folks. Well, thank you for tuning in. We'll be streaming the rest of the matches this week. Good game, T. Man, you were really tearing those auras apart. You got some good cards at the end.
Yep, good game.
Good game. Oh, he's saying he got salty and left.